Hello, it's been a little while since I've made a video. I took a little time off for the holidays and I got a little lazy. But I thought that even though I hadn't prepared a video this week, that I had better kick myself back into the cycle of making a video each week. And I thought that I could do that by giving you my answers to the Proust Questionnaire, specifically the incarnation that appears in the back of Vanity Fair magazine. So let's get started. A day off where we don't have anything planned, on the couch with one of the greatest books ever written. Illness and disease to the point where I am unable to fulfill my obligations and can no longer provide. Oh, I have to pick just one. That's going to be difficult. Evil and Waugh is certainly up there. Stephen Tennant. Alexander Woollcott, to be sure. Stephen Fry is up near the top of that list, as is Gustavo Dudamel. I like Tim Gunn an awful lot. I think mine are mainly people who love to learn and teach and want to ignite that passion in other people. Oh, anxiety. Anxiety, to be sure. I'm going to say that when we're on vacation and we're in a major city and we go to one of the major art galleries in the world, I'm going to choose to say one of the contemporary secular virtues that our culture seems to have decided upon, which is outrage, which I think is considered a virtue in contemporary America, and which I think is hideous. Never. I really try. I may be kidding myself, but morality is not a movable feast, and once you open that door, everything you say is then suspect. I really, really try not to lie. Oh. I would lose about 10 to 15 more pounds if I could. And I would like to be a little bit tanner, especially at this time of year in the bleak midwinter. I'm feeling a little pasty. I really try not to despise people, but I'm going to say the venomous, vitriolic political pundits on the right. I think that they are a detriment to our civilization, and we would be richer without them. I find myself saying "there you go" a lot, which doesn't mean anything. Oh, Lori. Everybody knows that. But I will probably say our vacations, they're just slightly happier than the quotidian Mather's life. I should like to be able to play the piano without ever taking a lesson excellently. Well, it's Sunday afternoon, and I'm making a video waiting for Lori to get home, just kind of goofing around. I would be out of debt. I should probably say my play, which whenever I think about always makes me think I ought to write more and get them produced, and then I feel a little bad about myself. So, moving on. Pass. No, the point is that I would not choose to come back. I would choose to move on. My integrity. Oh, separation from the divine, I think, by anyone's, by the cosmic standard, has to be the ultimate depth of misery. I liked London an awful lot. I liked Stratford-upon-Avon an awful lot, although both of them are very expensive. I like New Orleans an awful lot, but I'm given to understand that post-Katrina it's not the same place that I visited. I like the East Coast an awful lot, Boston, New York, Vermont, if I didn't have to drive. Oh, writer. Playwright, especially. People say smart. I know later I'm going to kick myself because I'm not going to be able to remember them all off the top of my head. I'll think about some that I definitely should have mentioned. Twain, Poe, Alexander Woollcott, Hemingway, Cervantes, certainly, Shakespeare, Shaw, Don Quixote. I have found so often in life that humans end up being human if you look at them long enough. So I really try and shy away from heroes. Certainly there are things that people have as characteristics or lessons in their life that are valuable to learn from, but I try not to do heroes. Sacheverell, as in Sacheverell Sitwell, who is also a historical figure that I identify with. I am inclined to agree with Julius Caesar that the best is probably very quickly and unexpectedly, although I would add that for me, it would be a very long time from right now. Nothing. What's a motto with you? I've always liked the quote by Robert Frost that the best way out is always through. And I do try and live that in my life. So there you go, my answers to the Proust Questionnaire. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Ta-ta.